Yeah. I just don't know what to say, honestly.
Just get to the point. Just be like, this is SWEN.
Right.
I'm fuck. And that's who.
I'm William.
Okay.
Have your fact.
Ready? All right, this is SWEN. It's a podcast where we talk about headlines from the last week and we riff on them. We're going to go around and introduce ourselves. I am the moderator, kind of. Danny.
I'm William.
I'm Solomon.
I'm Daniel.
So there is a Danny and a Daniel. They're not the same person.
Fuck you, bitch.
All right, so we're going to start with some opening remarks. Opening remarks are not related to the news stories from the week. We just can say whatever we want. I'll start. The Dodgers should have won.
They shouldn't have.
They fucking lost. How the fuck they should have won?
You didn't go in order, you piece of shit.
Now we have to redo this.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Discussion now.
The Dodgers shouldn't have won.
Wow. There's a new nerd song with Rihanna that at first I didn't like, but it really grew on me. Now it's stuck in my head.
It's reported 4 in 8 people have gingivitis. That's just a fact. You can look it up.
Okay. So, we covered...
Yeah, I know your bit about not reducing fractions.
I don't think you understand opening remarks is that you say it and nobody can comment on it.
Bitch, fuck you.
Okay, so we're going to go down news stories that we think were interesting from last week. First things first, a University of Hartford freshman student was reported having contaminated her roommate's stuff with bodily fluids. Specifically, she supposedly shoved a toothbrush up her ass and covered her friend's stuff in used tampons and spit in her coconut oil, which I am offended by because I really like coconut oil.
She also put mold in her coconut oil, like food mold.
She put moldy clam chowder in her.
That's right, yeah.
The worst kind of moldy food.
Yeah, it's true. Fuck clam chowder. And she also pejoratively referred to her roommate, who is black, as Jamaican Barbie.
That's right, yeah.
I don't know that she's Jamaican. I think she's just black. I might be wrong, to be fair.
She could be Jamaican.
She might be Jamaican.
It's kind of a compliment. I don't know. If somebody called me Jamaican Barbie, I'd be pretty, pretty offended. Now that I think of it.
I don't know what to say. University of people tell me it's Harvard.
It's Harvard.
Hartford.
Oh,
in Connecticut.
It's not Harvard.
It's not Harvard.
It's the next state over.
It'd be wild if it was Harvard,
God,
though.
my whole life is fucked.
If it was Harvard, I'd be fucking ecstatic.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Harvard
I'd
letting
fuck
people
those
who
guys.
shove toothbrushes in their asshole.
How come I didn't get in? I still have so many toothbrushes up there.
That's the interview, right? You just go in there and you start shoving things up your ass.
Say, you wouldn't believe
Do you
what's in
think it
here.
was racist? People keep saying it. I don't know. I just don't know.
I also just don't know if it's true.
I
know
think
what it is?
she had an Instagram post where she explained the chowder one, at least, where she was like, "Look, this is what I'm doing."
Yeah,
which is
well,
the worst
there's
idea
proof about it.
Well, all three of them she was said on Instagram. Like, these are
she had
things
like
I
a
did.
picture.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Just a picture.
Clam
Oh,
chowder.
shit.
And like,
Well, like how they found out was that the roommate who had her stuff contaminated apparently started having like serious throat problems.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, maybe it's because I've been using an ass toothbrush, I guess. So
She was just brushing her teeth. She's like,
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know that it's racist. I think that maybe, I don't know. I think Jamaican Barbie is racist. I think that's a racist thing to say.
Yeah.
But
I don't
also-
know. I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't know. I think it's just fucked up either way. I just
pretty
want
gross.
Yeah, because she was charged with the hate crime.
Yeah.
The possibility of being charged.
they didn't charge
Yeah.
her yet. She just got a misdemeanor.
No, I think
right
she's
now.
charged. She's not
I don't-
convicted.
Yeah.
Okay, that might be true.
Maybe.
That might be true.
We're not journalists. I read some stuff on Reddit, and here we are talking about it.
You gotta go to like jail at least like a year or 4 for like
Yeah.
putting somebody's toothbrush up your ass. That's just a fact.
It's pretty terrible.
Stop saying things are just a fact. I just don't think that's true.
Well, what do you think the sentence is for me shoving?
Well, she got criminal mischief. I think that's actually just a finable offense.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
I
I
don't
mean.
know about the other one. There was 2 charges.
I think she gotta go to jail at least a year.
Oh, you're saying like
Shoving-
asking my
yeah.
opinion? Oh
'Cause-
yeah.
Especially because she made the other person like sick. And
I
like,
think that I believe in poetic justice. I think that the punishment should be they shove things up our ass for a year. Just more and more uncomfortable things. This is why I'm not in government.
I don't want to support that.
You don't have to support that.
That's why I always rinse my toothbrush.
No, I think she should go to jail. Or
How long? 20 to life? 25 to life?
I say 2 years.
Okay. Sounds good with me. All right, let's call her, I guess.
Call her up.
Call her up.
Welcome our first guest.
I remember her name. Something Brochu? Brochu.
William, I've been shoving your jacket up my ass for like 2 years now.
The whole jacket.
The whole jacket.
Oh my god.
What would you guys do if going around the table if one of us did that to you?
I would definitely move out.
Yeah, I'd move out.
I would move out.
But would you call the cops?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. I'm going to have good evidence, too.
I feel
This
like
podcast is not evidence, just so we're clear.
I feel like even if I didn't call the cops, if I informed like my parents, they would call the cops because they'd be like, "That's crazy. You can't be doing that."
Yeah, don't do
You know?
Yeah. Solomon?
Yeah, I call the cops. I
Also-
don't like how you're asking these questions. You're like, so what would you guys do if you found
Well, I don't
out?
know. What else am I supposed to do?
You're like,
Okay,
would
also-
I get in trouble? If...
I would not call the cops.
Also, her whole thing was like she wanted her roommate to move out, but like she was doing these things her roommate didn't know about, which is not a good plan.
Yeah.
And you're trying to intimidate somebody
Yeah, I guess-
to leave.
That was just a really good cover for wanting to shove things up her ass.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Okay, cool. Moving
The
on.
quote is where the sun don't shine.
Yeah.
So we're
I can only
Right.
assume that means unless you just
yeah,
shoving it under the bed.
Sun doesn't shine there.
Dang.
Second thing, okay, so the headline is there were 9 bodies and severed heads found in a house in Tokyo. The house belonged to a 27-year-old man, and he just admitted that he killed all these people.
Yeah.
And then also he said I killed them, and also it was me that tried to hide the bodies.
Yep.
I love the idea that somebody's gonna be like, "Did you kill them all? And did somebody else help you hide these bodies?"
Yes.
No, it was me both times.
Yeah, and apparently he preyed on suicidal people. One of the
Yeah.
victims
He
was
did,
like,
yeah.
was on a forum saying like, I want somebody to die with me, and it was like, I think this was the worst game of Jinx ever. It's just like, yoink, not dying with
There
me.
you go.
Just you.
Hey, I mean, it's better than not picking on not suicidal people, right? You know,
I'm not sure that I can agree with that statement.
it's assisted suicide a lot.
It's just murder.
Yeah,
he
it's
did it
just
8
murder.
times.
Murder.
8 other times. It's,
Yeah.
it's murder. He's not
Yeah.
a serial assisted suicider.
He's a serial assisted suicide.
Especially if he like
Yeah,
chops up their
some little-
bodies in
Yeah.
a bathtub. That's not.
That's the worst tongue twister ever. Just so you know.
Yeah, I feel like if you chop up their bodies, that's
Sally
like
was an
that's
assisted
different.
suicider at the seashore. That's all I got.
I mean, Jack Kevorkian needed he had a medical license to
Exactly.
help
Yeah.
kill themselves. And this guy was just
So this guy needs a medical
sawing
license.
people up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
If
issue.
you give him a medical license, he's
The cops
fine.
came and said, well, he didn't have a license to do this.
The Japanese certification board's really strict on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Don't do that. Don't
So if you guys killed 20, how do you think? Do you think that? How do you think he got away with it?
He did not.
Well, but he got through 9 people before it happened.
I think it was 8.
Before he was no, it was 9. It was 8 women and a man.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's a good question.
Who was that guy? Fucking up.
Who's the guy?
I don't know.
I don't know his name.
Why, you can't pronounce it, huh?
I just didn't write it down.
It's okay, I couldn't pronounce it. But I don't know, man. Don't do that.
I think this shit's bonkers.
I don't think anybody's listening to this podcast. It's like, good idea.
I feel like what's it called? He probably got away with it because if you think about it, suicidal people are usually loners.
Mm-hmm.
So then I feel like nobody would really know that they would go missing because they're depressed. Because it's something like that. It's kind of easy prey sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, the one girl who I think led to his capture, it was her brother that reported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just
It was
that
also
he
her
chose like that.
status was I want to go die. And she
Exactly,
just-
yeah.
She
Right.
had posted on the internet. It was looking for somebody to die with me.
Yeah,
It's
not
a little suspicious.
I posted shit like that all the time now.
Oh, okay. Well,
You guys should really be more worried about me, is all I'm saying.
I'm pretty worried
concerned.
about you.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't bring me
'Cause
into
we're
it.
worried.
Don't look
Worried
for
about me
somebody
or
else.
worried that I'm going to do something?
Worried that you're gonna do something.
To you?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't care if you off yourself. That's what I'm trying to
Oh
get
my
at.
gosh.
Just hide your toothbrush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to say anything about this, or we just don't? Want
No, we're moving on. People know not to kill people.
I think that's well.
We're not giving out lessons
on
here.
Speaking of that, there was a Pakistani woman killed 18 people. She poisoned a jar of milk that was meant to kill her husband, who she'd been forced into a marriage
Is
with.
it in a jar?
I don't know that it was a jar, but okay. She poisoned a portion of milk, and then her mother-in-law used that to make lassi, which is like a yogurt drink, and it killed 18 people.
Yeah, bad luck. Real
I
bad
just want to know how much. And the plot was formed up with her boyfriend,
Yeah.
who bought her the poison.
Yeah.
So, I think the best part about this is that she says, she goes, I told my parents what I would do if I got put into an arranged marriage. I straight up told them I'm going to go to drastic measures, and here we are. It's like, well.
Ever recently, she says she regretted it. Only.
I think you would regret killing 18
Yeah.
people when your
Yeah.
plan was to kill one.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
That's 17 over.
I feel
your
like she
mark.
should have been better at it. You know, she was 21, is what I read.
Yeah.
Like if I fucking poisoned some milk, I'd be like, where the fuck is that milk at right now?
Yeah.
I'm
what
not
is
gonna-
the
I'll be like, you should drink this milk.
what is the dessert called or yogurt drink?
Lassi.
I wonder if it was just like a comedic moment. Like she's just sitting there while everybody's drinking it. She's like, oh shit, that's a lot of people. 17, 18, damn, that's a lot of people.
I imagine that the music from Curb Your Enthusiasm
Yeah.
starts.
She poisoned like 30, but only 18 died. So she
Yeah.
killed 18 and poisoned like
Yeah.
30 people.
Yeah.
Which what the fuck? What kind of family gathering is going on? Where,
They get together and drink
people
yogurt.
just drinking this poisonous milk. I haven't seen more than like 6 family members in the same room.
I
It's
mean, you
like-
got to think about like the different type of culture they have there.
Yeah, that's true.
I
And
just
then-
want to know how much poison she used to kill 18 people.
Yeah, you gotta talk to her boyfriend.
I want to know where to get poison.
I understand that. You know, her boyfriend was probably so pissed that she was being forced to get married.
Oh, but if you
Yeah.
also her, she was also very upset.
if you look at like the news conference they had
Yeah.
where they were talking about how like she did it, they put a bag over the guy's head, but not a bag
Yeah.
over her head. So it was kind of strange.
Well, it's because they want her face to be seen because it's.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy also played a part.
Well, I think
No,
they
I know.
didn't
Poison.
know. I think they weren't sure yet because like they had to
Ah.
interview him to find out
Okay.
that he gave her the poison.
I just thought it was weird because I was like, I was just thinking, it was like, this kind of strange.
I don't know. It's It's like, come on, Pakistan, get
Yeah.
it together. That's
What would-
my advice.
How do you get out of an arranged marriage otherwise? Though?
You
I
don't.
feel like you just run away.
You get
You run away.
married.
Yeah,
If
Run.
you were in an arranged marriage, you'd run away.
I feel like that's like your only option.
No, I'm asking you.
Come on,
If
buddy.
you were in an arranged marriage, what would you do?
Yeah, I think I would run away.
Okay.
I'd elope.
The thing is, they catch you, they might just fuck around, honor kill you. and
Exactly.
That's
That's
no
the
fun.
Oh,
only. That's the
no
like
fun.
the risk
Do you,
you run.
do you know something about Pakistan? or you just-
Pakistan does honor killings. I
Do they really?
promise. Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's like a-
it's a big issue.
It's like a problem.
honor killing is
Like
horrible.
a problem.
It's just like
It
if
is a
you
problem.
if you don't do something with the laws and people don't want to do something, they're gonna anarchy. They're gonna take the law into their own hands, and then 18 people are gonna die.
I feel like it's not even anarchy. It's just like integrated in the
Yeah,
culture.
it is cultured. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how the law works. So
We're not giving legal advice on this podcast.
especially
Not
in
yet, at least.
Pakistan.
Yeah, I don't know the
Don't-
Pakistani law codes.
That's another episode.
That's like Hammurabi or something, right? No, wait. That's way
That's-
earlier.
We're throwing that back. Wait.
Yeah, hold on.
Current Chief Justice of Pakistan.
But like people
Hammurabi.
keep like praising her to where I'm just like, she also killed
Killed,
18
yeah.
people, guys.
Because it's
Calm
weird.
down.
Because like you have like mixed emotions about it. You're like, it's like you're in that
I
position.
don't think I have mixed.
No,
But
I don't
then
have
you're-
mixed
No,
emotions
but
at
I'm
all.
saying like that's like everyone that's like praising her.
Yeah.
Because like they know that they shouldn't be praising her, but
I
then
just
they're just
think
like
they're dumb.
you can. Yeah, it's just strange.
I don't know, man. People really like they love communism and.
Nah.
Anyway, that was a stupid.
I think they do.
Like if headline would have been like woman poisons husband, and I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
But
William killed.
18 people. Are
All I'm
dead.
saying is that like there's no way with enough poison to kill 18 people.
Yeah, what the fuck are they using?
That's what I'm saying. I wonder what poison.
Also,
this
how
is.
much milk?
How much
'Cause, like,
milk?
They were feeding like 30 people this dish. That's a lot of milk.
Mhm.
Right.
That's why I
Crazy.
don't drink milk.
That's why
That's why.
you knew it was gonna happen one day.
Mm-hmm. And don't
Yeah.
use my
Hey,
toothbrush.
she's behind bars. You'll never have to fear milk again.
I guess
All right,
let's move on.
move on. This is. I'm a bad moderator.
It's fine.
I think
a
this
great
is going,
job.
That's
you.
good. It could be
How's it
going.
going,
It can go really poorly.
All right, so we're gonna talk about Papa
William,
John's.
hold up. William, rate Pakistan as a country out of 10.
Okay, as a country out of 10,
As a whole out of 10.
Don't say something you might regret.
I would say they're probably like a 4 to 5,
Ooh.
somewhere in that range.
4.5.
You're getting
You heard him.
poisoned.
4.5 out of 10.
I would even go maybe even a little bit lower because
Uh-oh.
Dude, I respect you. I respect it. You heard that, Pakistan?
William's getting
I
controversial.
feel like
Williams
they could.
waging war on Pakistan.
William's waging war.
I mean, if you gave me the opportunity,
Okay, William, my question. Sunni or Shiite?
Ooh, that's.
I'm
No, don't answer that. Don't answer that.
I can answer it.
That's a joke.
Okay, let's move on.
Please move on.
I really want to answer this.
Okay, so we're no, we're talking about fucking Papa John's. Okay, so recently, Papa John's CEO John Schnatter,
Snyder, right?
Schnatter,
Schnatter.
SCHNATTE.
Papa's in the house.
He's not a Jew.
Papa John. No, I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. He's not.
I don't understand what that had to do.
Because
with
I
it.
thought it was Snyder.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So my boy Papa John recently blamed all the NFL protests, the national anthem protests, for falling pizza sales.
Right.
Yep.
We have a Papa John's expert in the room. I'd like to know.
I
Daniel.
understand where he's coming from. I don't support that he is like telling the NFL, "Hey, knock it out, knock it off, so I can get this pizza money." Like I think that's stupid.
Oh wait, you agree with him though?
I do think when people keep making the comparisons to like other pizza places, but the Papa John's are the only people partnered with the NFL
Exactly.
to sell their pizzas. Like Peyton Manning's like on pizza boxes,
Like J.J. Watt and
most
stuff.
of the
Yeah.
time. And so when I think about if people are watching the NFL list and that's people who are endorsing that, I think it would only make sense for their sales to decrease.
See, I was under the like I just honestly didn't think that was true. But like you actually did when you worked there, did you see any like correlation between like NFL teams versus like how many pizzas? This is a stupid question. This is anecdotal,
like
but-
football games,
Yeah.
people call in more. That's just a fact.
So
Like,
you think
Yeah,
most
it's
people
true.
watching football, they're just not getting
I just think
pizza?
that makes sense. Like Super Bowl Sunday, like it was the busiest I've ever seen. And if people aren't watching Super Bowl Sunday, which they are, let's be honest, but then we're just not going to have those sales. And where I can see why. Also, people keep dogging on Papa John's pizza. I like Papa John's pizza.
Who's dogging on Papa John's?
People
though?
are just like,
We were gonna
Papa
talk about
John's is
that.
dog shit.
Interesting.
DiGiorno in a tweet actually responded to a tweet and agreed with the tweeter that said Papa John's was dog shit pizza.
Who the fuck is DiGiorno? Some Italian guy?
Are
Do you know that the Little Caesars? I'm sorry. We'll get back to DiGiorno.
Oh, you're talking about the Rosa Parks thing?
Yeah. Little Caesar, the owner of Little Caesars, our founder of Little Caesars, secretly paid Rosa Parks' rent for like a solid 3 years.
I think it was longer than that,
Could be.
but maybe.
But why the fuck is
a
this
good
pizza
guy.
so trash?
You see, it's hard. That's why it's like Papa John's is like the best pizza, but
They
assholes. And then Little Caesars is good, but I mean Little Caesars is not good, but
I like that like if you compare their stories too, it's like Papa John's like, what did I do when I got my money back? I bought a car.
yeah. Papa's in the building.
Like Little Caesars is just like you're like, oh, I got $5. If I don't eat soon, I might die.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I will eat Little Caesars.
Oh, I'll eat it.
I'm not gonna not
telling
eat
you.
it.
Like if you don't eat it within like the first 30 minutes, like there's no second chance.
Also, I'd like to say for the record, we have eaten 3 Papa John's pizzas in the last week. and we have paid for none of them.
We all identify as alt-right.
Please.
No.
Solomon's thinkable at this point. Is
Women
just
can't drive.
Solomon, this is where you say you're black, so that doesn't affect us.
I'm black and a woman.
God damn it. One of those is true. Yeah.
And you can't figure out which?
I don't know.
Okay. This is the worst. And it's actually, but it's interesting though, because Pizza Hut, not the CEO of Pizza Hut, the CEO Greg Creed of Yum Brands, who owns Pizza Hut,
right,
said that he didn't think there was a correlation between the NFL protests and pizza sales. I don't know.
He's also not partnered with the NFL.
Yeah, I guess
but
that's true.
But I don't know. Do I believe him? Am I supposed to believe him right now? Or like Papa John's getting shitted on. He's probably just like, yeah, fuck them.
Also, do you think, I want to know that, do you think the people who are mad about the NFL protests, do you think they've actually stopped watching? Because I know all my friends. Really?
Yes, I guarantee you. Because like, what's it called? The ratings are actually down for the NFL.
Is that true? I don't
know.
I just don't know.
Because I know I have like 3 friends who are all like, I'm not supporting the Saints anymore because they kneeled for the national anthem or whatever. And then just last week, the 2 of them were taking pictures of the Saints game. I was like, you're full of shit.
People are protesting for both the reasons.
Yeah,
too. That's what's
exactly.
silly.
People don't know what they're protesting for. Nobody knows.
Like some people are protesting because people are kneeling, and some people are protesting because they're not letting some people kneel. It's wild.
Either way, people are lying about not watching it.
I believe that.
I'm not watching it just because I'm not an avid fan.
We also don't have cable.
We do not have cable.
Also not buying Papa John's because I can't afford it.
Shouts out to our housing building who is supposed to have given us cable.
We don't have cable or money. We're very poor.
I have no mirrors.
We're trying to get this podcast money so we can survive.
I don't have any mirrors. How am I supposed to look at myself?
You do have a mirror.
I do, one mirror, but it's not in my room.
Do you think that these opinions are going to change in like what pizza company they order from, or do you just think that it doesn't matter?
It's depend. Like if you're on the fence, like most people, like most fast food chains, it's like if you go back and forth between Papa John's and Domino's, and then you're like, oh, this guy who owns Papa John's is an asshole, you'll probably stick more to Domino's.
I think it's price.
You're right, but Papa John's is the most expensive anyway, so I don't know.
Because it reminds me of when Chick-fil-A started, like the guy.
I was about to mention that.
The guy from Chick-fil-A is like, yeah, I don't think we should have gay marriage, and they're doing fine.
Yeah, but for a bit they did have like people that would
it goes under the radar real quick. Yeah. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is going to blow over really, really quickly, and people are going to go back to Papa John's.
Man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But see, like I remember when the Chick-fil-A thing happened, I knew people who were like, yeah, hey, he's right, and then it would, I'm allowed to do that voice. I'm from Alabama. They would be like, I'm gonna go buy Chick-fil-A every day this week, and it's like I just don't think. I mean, they were fat, so they probably do that anyway.
Most likely.
I love Chick-fil-A. Just
I love
on
Chick-fil-A.
the record,
it does taste good.
I think that he's wrong, but that food is pretty good.
Yeah.
What? No, it's too late now.
Say you take a bite of that chicken, you start agreeing with him. On your 3rd bite, you're like, I kind of hate the gays.
but also you're eating meat, dude.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, especially
fellas.
chicken.
Is it gay if you're eating meat?
Chicken is just a word.
Putting
for
meat
cock.
in your mouth.
That's just a fact.
I mean, I don't know. I think at some point we should really stop giving a shit the political opinions of people who own burger companies and stuff. It's like I don't think it matters.
No.
Well, okay, it depends. Yeah, I think on fast food and things like that, it depends. But there are multiple reasons why I choose, like Lyft over Uber and shit.
Oh,
like
well,
that.
I mean, that's like different. Although I think he stopped working for him now.
But like I said, there's multiple reasons.
Sorry, I'm thinking Elon Musk quit. But yeah, I mean, I think that's different if you're donating money.
Right.
Because they were like donating money to his campaign. But I think that like when somebody just says something like dumb as hell, that I don't think it matters. Or at least I don't think people think it matters. Like they'll be mad about it for a month and then it's done.
Yeah, but that's everything now.
Yeah, that's true.
People just get mad to get mad.
People are going to like forget that Kevin Spacey is gay or something when the new season of House of Cards comes out. Speaking of which, that's what we're talking about next.
Okay, that's fine.
The transition.
That was a transition.
That was a good transition.
That was very
It was
smooth.
good until I revealed that it was the transition. So I cannot remember the guy's name. Oh, the actor who accused him.
I don't know. I really don't.
I just know he was on Broadway.
He's a fairly famous actor. He's on the new Star Trek show. And he said that Kevin Spacey had made sexual advances towards him when he was 17.
I thought it was 14.
Was it 14?
Yeah, he was 14. That's why it's a big deal.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking it was 14. There's another person came out.
Yeah.
Since then that agreed, and it said that I think he was like 16 or 17.
Also, to add to that, they've had 8 people that came out that worked on House of Cards that said they'd been sexually assaulted by Kevin Spacey.
Okay, that I didn't know.
That happened today. I saw that before.
Not
we did
looking
this.
good for you, boy.
It's not at all.
And Kevin Spacey's response was to make a post on.
I don't know.
Like it wasn't. I think it was on Twitter.
Twitter, yeah.
Was it on Twitter? Okay. There was not even 2 real paragraphs, and he was just like, "I don't remember doing that." But side note, I'm gay, and so I think maybe I just need to re-examine my life. And
he checked himself into. He's seeking treatment.
Treatment for being gay?
No, not treatment for being gay, but treatment for like being like a sexual
therapy. He's having
predator
like
type of
when
thing.
you're a celebrity, you don't have to deal with real repercussions. So you go to therapy.
Yeah.
I'd love for this podcast to be so famous I don't have repercussions.
Like they were like, Kevin, did you touch a 14-year-old boy? He was like, I'm gay though. Like, no, that's not our issue.
He's like, I didn't touch, but I would like to.
No, he really did not even deny it. If you read the letter, he's like, oh, maybe he saw it that way. Now that I think of it, but hey, I'm gonna be a gay man.
I'm gonna live my life.
He was like, I think this has forced me to be more honest about who I am, and that means I'm gay now.
Yeah. And we're like that. He's 14. That's like everybody's big issue here.
I think that it was not only the worst deflection I've ever seen, but I think that this is gonna be like, because apparently, so they're canceling House of Cards now,
Right.
But one of the editors on the show said that they had been planning to they were going to end it anyway. But I don't know. People are taking it as like a victory, but I just don't know that they should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch House of Cards.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know.
It's a good show.
I'm sure it's a good show,
I'm
but
just
like
terrified of houses and cards.
Oh yeah.
I think this is a terrible offense to the LGBTQ plus community.
Good.
Because can you imagine
got all the
like?
letters right.
Yeah, I think I did the plus at the end, so that counts for something.
That was good.
But somebody being accused of being a sexual predator and then being like, "Oh, hold the phone, I'm gay."
Yeah.
It's really like a bad look for
it paints it in like a.
They are like people already try to do that all the time too.
Yeah.
Where they're like, pedophiles and gays are the same thing. Where
I remember
it's like
Halloween, I went to a local arcade, and apparently it had been brought up at the meeting, like at the neighborhood meeting. They're like, we can't have an arcade here; it's going to attract pedophiles. And I think it's like the same level of bullshit argument to be like, well, gays is just they're pedophiles now. It's like you can't use that as your fucking defense for wanting to touch a 14-year-old.
Right.
There's lots of gays who just don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also feel like children won't be going to that arcade.
Yeah, that's true. That arcade, it's an adult arcade.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, adult arcade sounds weird.
It's an adult arcade.
It's a BYOB.
Come
arcade.
play with us, Danny.
It's like Dave and Buster's. You don't bring your kids
They
to
actually
Dave and Buster's.
somebody made that comparison and they were very upset about it. They were like, "We are not Dave and Buster's."
No, but it's like Dave and Buster's. Dave and Buster's was like cool.
What happened, William?
I don't know. I just really enjoyed it.
I drank a
I'd
lot of
recommend
Jameson
it.
and
What?
he had to drive home.
Oh God.
That's exactly
arcade.
what happened.
okay.
Some dude shouted at me and said he wanted to learn about my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, "Did I insult you?" I'm trying to insult you.
Yeah, so I don't know. Do you think? And the thing is, like, it hasn't even stopped there. Dustin Hoffman recently got accused. Yesterday.
Really?
And then Andy Dick got accused, which
Okay.
that one's not surprising.
But Hollywood has always been a piece of shit.
Which is crazy.
Is this news to
it's
people?
not news, but I think that it's like, I just want to know how long the dominoes will continue to fall until
exactly.
this like either ends or like everybody's gone.
I think everybody's gonna get called out. I think it's the time that one person spoke up and now everybody's like, hey, this happened, and well, this happened to me, this happened to me.
And I think it's because Harvey Weinstein who is like kind of started this whole thing.
Yeah.
He was one of the biggest fucking names in the film industry.
Right.
And he got chopped off at the knees, and people are just like, oh, I guess we can just do this to powerful people now. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of. He just toppled over like a fucking paper tiger.
Right.
So.
Yeah, the biggest issue was like people knew about it and like nothing happened as a result of it. So what can you do?
Yeah, it's not a good look at all. Like it's really, really bad.
The entertainment industry is not a cool place to be sometimes.
No.
Yeah.
That's really understating that, but like, so like I think most of us are attempting to go into the entertainment industry.
Let's move Hollywood to Salt Lake City. You get a bunch of Mormons in, it'll clean everything right
I don't
up.
think I'm not gonna continue on this.
It's not even,
But I think it is like kind of like fucked up that like I have to think about sometimes like what I'm gonna do for my career, and it's like I don't know that I'm lucky in that I probably won't have to deal with this, but like the people like my coworkers and shit, like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like honestly, I've been thinking about like it's like switching my major from film to something else, and that's partially the reason why, because of everything that's happening. I don't know if I want to be associated with it. I know that sounds really, really strange.
Don't do anything
I think
bad.
I think
No, but
you're the
it's not-
last person they'd call out, William.
No, but I just feel as if
Because
it's
they're scared of him.
nah.
He's
it's-
respecting women.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm respecting
William,
women.
I'd like to make it. William respects women more than anybody I know.
I do, but like I don't know. I just feel strange about it because I feel like I'm gonna get like lumped. Like if you work on a project
Yeah, that's true.
and then like it's like the Harvey Weinstein thing. Like if you work for Harvey Weinstein and you saw it happening and you don't say anything about it, like that would eat at you.
But like, it's the crazy thing is like even people who like didn't see it happening, like, but like, can you believe them now? Like, because so many people who were like, oh, I did know about it, but I didn't say anything after being like, I had no
Exactly.
idea. But then it's like, so now when people say like, I don't know, I never knew about it, it's like I don't know that I can believe them anymore.
Exactly.
And so
Like,
if
I
you
feel
work
like
with some piece of shit, then you might be.
Right. Just
It's-
by association.
exactly. Like
guilty.
it kind of like you feel like
fuckers
tainted.
better not do.
I think you'd be
anything
good
terrible.
just because it's clearing out now. So
Maybe.
like,
Yeah.
we'll get a fresh start. Like,
But
we're
I
not-
s-
they're
I
not-
don't know. I
We're
just,
not getting
like-
rid of actors. And
No, I
shit.
mean, no, that's
Yeah,
not
but I
gonna
don't
get
think we're
rid of
also
it.
getting rid of sexual.
You're right.
deviance
But
or
I mean,
whatever.
like just you'll people hold you
Yeah,
accountable.
but I just know that if like what's it called? Like if it like you're in that position,
Right.
I just think it's just in a really weird position to be in. Like especially if it like weighs on your conscience.
I mean, yeah, but people are
Yeah.
rational in real life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Like people are gonna like if you didn't, you'll be all right.
All right, I'm just saying, just like personal, like not personal experience, but personal like perspective.
Yeah.
That's where I'm just kind of iffy on it. It's just a weird thing.
That's fair.
Like what the fuck? God damn it! I'm drawing a blank. Never mind.
Okay. Do you want to move on, or do you?
Yeah, just move.
Okay.
Let's just go.
So we're gonna talk about the JFK assassination papers. I've been waiting for this all fucking week.
Oh god.
Fuck the CIA.
Okay, so
I hope they don't hear that.
JFK assassination papers were released. They had been scheduled to be released for years, and they are finally out. And Donald Trump took credit for it for some reason, which made no goddamn sense. He was like, "I'm gonna get them out there," and it's like, yeah, they passed a law. They have to be out there.
I did it. It was on me.
That's a pretty good Donald Trump impression.
That was pretty good.
But a few interesting things did come out, and I want to talk about them. I think the firstly is that the Soviet Union was very upset over JFK dying.
Yeah.
They rang like bells in town squares and like had like a candlelight vigil for him. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like they were apparently Khrushchev and JFK had like been actually mending the relationship between the U.S. and the USSR, which is kind of opposite to what had been purported by LBJ afterward. After JFK's death, he was like, "We're not close," and then it was like, "Well, they might have been had he not died." But
Yeah.
which brings me to a second point: the Russians had evidence they believed that LBJ was involved in JFK's assassination.
LeBron James.
What's
No,
Lyndon B.
B.
Johnson.
We just
Also,
can't say LeBron James.
LeBron is one word.
LBJ is LeBron's. That's just That's
It's just
No,
not.
but we're
just
talking
is.
about Lyndon.
Lyndon B. Johnson, our president.
I know.
I think he understands.
I don't think he does.
It's okay.
Okay, well, so yeah, they believe that LBJ was involved in JFK's assassination, drawing particular parallels to the Gulf of Tonkin, which was a false flag that the CIA had supposedly perpetrated with LBJ's knowledge. I don't know. I think that's fucking crazy, but also I'm not surprised.
They didn't release all of them, right?
They
They released some, then they were like, we're not gonna. Then they released some more, but I
Yeah.
still don't think they released all of them.
Actually, the only thing I will say to Donald Trump's credit is apparently he said that they only have 90 days to prove that there's like substantial things in that document, in the documents not released, for why they shouldn't be released. And if they can't do it in 90 days, he's going to release them anyway.
Yep.
Which, I mean, to be fair, he's never followed up on anything else he's ever said, so I don't know that I trust him, but that's at least a nice thing to say.
My whole thing is like if the idea is we can't release these documents because they might harm the way the CIA is viewed, it's like, who the fuck is like, the CIA is fine. Like, we know the CIA is up to bad shit.
I don't know. People are naive.
Maybe not anymore, but like,
No, they're still up to
especially,
bad shit.
yeah, they are.
Yeah,
okay, but
they
especially
definitely are.
those times
Yeah.
where like we're toppling governments all the time.
Yeah.
What fucking like MK Ultra, where there's like, how can we brainwash people?
See, people think like MK Ultra is like crazy, but like, I've done a lot of research about the CIA, and like, you know, my family was in government around the same time, and so like secondhand experience about like crazy shit that's happened with the CIA, and I'm just not about it. CIA, if you're listening, fuck you.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Too
You're gonna be on a watch list.
Yeah.
I probably already am.
They're
Oh
gonna
my god.
find you.
I'm really
I've
scared.
been Googling bad shit about the CIA for years. They know.
Jesus, do not say all this. I'd rather William answer the Sunni Shiite question.
William Senior Shiite.
I cancel.
I'm
this.
not gonna answer this question
Cancel
now.
All right, this is now audio only porn podcast.
But what else was interesting about the JFK assassination was the case of Dorothy Kilgallen. Do you guys know who that is?
No,
No.
I really don't.
She was, people refer to her as an investigative journalist. She's like a gossip columnist, really, who used to like report on stars and like their affairs. But she did an extensive an extensive expose, or was going to, on JFK. And she like did it like for months, like studied the stuff about Lee Harvey Oswald, and she said that she was going to release the largest story of the century and blow the entire JFK case sky high. Now, Dorothy Kilgallen constantly hyped up her own shit, so people didn't believe it. But she went to New Orleans investigating a contact because Jack Ruby, the guy who killed Lee Harvey Oswald, had connections here. And she supposedly killed herself. But apparently people who know her said that when they found her dead, her files were missing, and she was found by her hairdresser in, quote, a bedroom she never slept in. This is a quote from Reddit, by the way, not the quote from the hairdresser.
Okay.
I'm stealing this from... It's a quote of a paraphrase.
Okay.
In a bedroom she never slept in, with clothes she would never wear to bed, reading a book she had finished and disliked, and wearing glasses that she didn't need for reading. And they said that she'd accidentally killed herself by the mixture of barbiturates and alcohol.
Dang. That's sketchy.
So, yeah, it's
Who the fuck was like?
she
"Does
came
this
to New
bitch
Orleans.
need reading glasses?
She came to New Orleans to investigate contact, went back to New York, and died. And then nobody ever found the research that she did. But when you go through the CIA files, there is a file, an entire file, on Dorothy Kilgallen by Richard Nixon.
Ooh.
But Richard Nixon was 2 presidents after JFK. And it's still classified.
Ah.
That's one of the still classified
Damn it.
files.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, like if your whole reason, like, what are you hiding to a certain extent? You know, like if you're not comfortable releasing something, it looks real bad on your part.
Well, so what the one of the files says about Dorothy Kilgallen in the release is, quote, "No idea how Dorothy Kilgallen got a copy of the deposition," end quote. So it's possible that the CIA or somebody in the government was involved in killing a gossip columnist to protect private information about the Kennedy assassination.
Right.
Danny, I feel like you're gonna die just reading this to us.
I really don't like the CIA.
What is it? How many files? It's like 3,000 files,
Yeah.
right? Like, so we're just gonna wait.
Yeah.
Just gotta wait.
So I've just been reading summaries.
No. I feel like
Which I feel like
nobody's
is how
done reading
like
them
misinformation
all.
is spread.
Oh
maybe,
yeah,
but
they're
whatever.
still gonna
How
find
long
stuff.
does it take to read 3,000 pages when you really want to? Like, that's a long time still.
It's gonna be a while.
I think that's just like the last Harry Potter book times 3.
I don't know. I didn't read it.
You didn't read the
But
last
also, until they release all the files, I feel like we won't be able to draw a conclusion, you know? As to where if it was important enough for them to hide it, then we just...
Well, they had files about how a newspaper in London got tipped off about how there's going to be big news was going to happen the day that the day he was assassinated.
Right. I don't know.
Which is very strange.
I feel like that's some gypsy shit. Though,
yeah, I feel like it's just
Where somebody,
Can't say that word.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm
say that
sorry.
word.
I apologize.
Romani.
But to where you can just say something vague and like it did happen, so people are gonna be like, "Who was that fucking guy?"
Okay, do you want something less vague
What?
from the files? Do you want something less vague?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so me and William were talking about this before. There was a guy who was a CIA informant who met with a former Nazi in South America. And I'm like very much paraphrasing this. It's kind of trying to cut it down. But the guy who he met with said that he had proof that Hitler was still alive and living in South America, and got a picture. So I have the picture.
Oh yeah, no,
Let me
that's
see
Hitler.
That could be a guy.
I
dressed
just
as
don't know
Hitler.
that it's Hitler though.
It's for our audio listeners.
for our audio listeners.
It's just a guy with a mustache.
It's not. It doesn't even look like a total mustache. It just looks like he's got a shadow.
Okay, if Hitler's hiding, is he just gonna be like, you know, what would be great if I just still look like Hitler?
That's what everybody said about this, though. Is like even the guy who's like the CIA guy is like, I'm just not sure that this is true.
Hitler's
But-
just walking around like Hitler.
Yeah, like people just think he's a really good Charlie Chaplin impersonator.
Yeah.
Like you'd need to change your style, and the idea that like he just has Hitler dressed as Hitler, and they're like, no, I found him. But that's interesting. I think that I don't know how this was connected to the Kennedy assassination or why this is in the files, but
That's the most interesting.
I do think that is very interesting that somebody was just like, yeah, we maybe found Hitler, but like it wasn't worth exploring.
Can you imagine being that guy? They're like, we're sending you to look for Hitler. Like, what are you talking about?
You better get paid a lot. Yes.
I don't know.
It's just a big statement.
I don't know. I was going to say something I forgot.
No.
So nobody else seems as excited about the Kennedy
I
assassination papers as me.
want everybody to know that when we're looking for topics, we're like, oh, what should we do this week? The first thing that just popped into Danny's mind, he was so excited. He was like, JFK files, JFK files. It was really suspicious.
Because I feel like if you guys had read about it, then you guys would all
No,
be
I
so
read
excited.
up on it, definitely, but I didn't go. I feel like you have like the fucking like the red string in your room, like attaching files and shit.
I'm not like a tinfoil hatter on JFK. I am totally a conspiracy theorist about other things that have happened during the same era, like Bay of Pigs and stuff.
Right.
So this was super interesting to me.
Okay.
This is like
JFK is one of the only conspiracies where I'm like, okay, they might be onto something. I think some shit might have went down.
well, I mean, like I'm not like people think of like the, second shooter and shit like that. I don't believe in that. I do think that this was not Lee Harvey Oswald acting alone.
Yeah,
Quote
that's
me.
kind of.
What happened to Building 6?
I don't know that. I don't know that one.
That was a transition.
Okay.
Let's talk about.
I don't even know.
I just don't know what the quote is from though.
What's the next story?
I mean, I understand that it's the next. Okay, so the next story we're gonna talk about is Osama bin Laden.
That was
Yeah, but I understand the Building 6 reference.
9/11 inside, like in the conspiracies, they say what happened to building whatever, and he's.
I think it
just
was
saying-
Building 6 or
He's
7.
just making. I don't know if the,
I've just never heard about
you
this.
never read up
No.
on 9/11 conspiracies, man.
No, I heard Alex Jones shout about him one time.
Building whatever, it might be 6 is a big deal.
All right.
to some people.
Whatever. I'll Google it later. CIA, I'm gonna Google it.
I
Later.
don't know too
Shout
much
out.
about it, so I can't explain it.
Thanks to CIA for sponsoring this podcast. So yeah, Osama bin Laden, he had his computer files released recently by I honestly can't remember what government. I think maybe that was CIA. They released his
Yeah, it
computer
was
files.
CIA.
And generally it's just terrorist shit. Like we found that he had it was something like 80,000 page personal journal, and then plans on how he was going to celebrate the 10th anniversary of 9/11. But then also he had a bunch of random bullshit. Like he had, first of all, he had downloaded a copy of Charlie Bit My Finger.
Right. Yeah.
Not like he watched it one time. He had downloaded it.
Yeah.
And then he had a lot of National Geographic biographies.
Mm-hmm.
Or not what did I say? Documentaries.
How fast you think his internet ran? Like
He was playing Counter-Strike. He had a Steam account and he was playing Counter-Strike.
Wait, really?
Internet
Yes.
so much faster.
I missed that one.
Yes, no, he had a Steam account and he was just playing CS:GO.
That's what we were talking about. We were saying you think
He plays terrorists every
I was
time.
gonna say what. I was I think he might. No.
Yeah.
Ask JPEG.
I might have played Counter-Strike with Osama bin Laden. That's so fucking cool.
That's a pretty crazy statement to make.
But then, of course, it wasn't like the thing is Osama wasn't fucking. I don't think Osama was watching. What was it? Ants, the movie Ants. Like he had kids,
Yeah, he did
a lot
have
of
a
his stuff were his
family.
kids.
He had
for
like
his
what?
kids.
How many wives did he have?
No.
He had some kids too. A lot of
I'm
kids.
sure he had kids. I mean,
kids.
A lot of children.
I think. Are you telling me Osama bin Laden would watch the movie Ants?
I don't know.
I think it's
I
a
don't
judgment
know.
call that you like a character.
You're right. You're
Like,
right.
Also, ex-CIA operative. CIA not looking good for y'all
Yeah.
overall.
Sorry, guys.
We're just calling out the CIA this episode.
Yeah, I know y'all released these files just now.
Yeah.
Osama.
I'd like to see the connection between CIA, shitty
Also,
Hollywood
Al
people,
Qaeda,
Osama bin Laden.
y'all have really fallen off. Like, come on, you're third place. Come on.
Third.
Behind
No,
who?
I wouldn't say.
ISIS and Boko, man.
So
really
we're doing
rooting
the
for
Boko
Boko.
Haram thing again.
You're really rooting
No.
for Boko.
They're just a terrorist organization. They got to come up.
Jesus Christ.
I
This
feel like they
podcast
need
is
to
gonna get us all
fade
killed.
away.
Al Qaeda.
They don't
is
need
in
to.
third
They don't need to
place.
raise.
You're right.
Their power.
I'm just letting them know. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to
No,
lower their
no,
self.
don't
No.
say that. Don't say that.
That's-
There was a
not a
dude.
good thing.
Okay, actually, interesting story. There was a dude from the town next to mine who actually did leave to go to the Middle East, and he joined Al Qaeda, and he was killed by the armed forces, and his nickname was the American in the Al Qaeda organization
Why'd they call him that?
because he was from Alabama, and nobody there knows how to say Alabama. But yeah, it's fucking crazy because I remember he was a couple of years older than my brother, and people knew him. It's
Man.
fucking weird,
That's
man.
insane.
I don't know. I've never been really into joining.
Yeah, I wonder what that
terrorists.
process is like.
Yeah, never been really interested in.
I think you just read an article and then you end up on the dark web and you're like, oh.
I just want to know, do you how many people who joined, who wanted to join Al Qaeda or ISIS that we don't hear about because they just showed up and were like, I like to join ISIS, and people are like, we're gonna arrest you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think? Was it Vice did the thing with ISIS?
Yeah.
I want to know how they got in contact with them.
They were a
Internet,
lot
man.
smaller then.
I mean, I'm just saying, but I want to know how you contact a terrorist cell.
I'm
Hit them
telling
up
you,
on Twitter.
That dark net, man. I'm telling you.
At
Yeah.
ISIS.
You can also, what's it called? If you send not a location scout, but someone over there to make contact.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, but
So
then
you
you
the
might
ISIS
get
guy?
beheaded
You
and
say,
put
are
on
you the ISIS
YouTube.
guy? I say, no, I just live in New York. You're an asshole.
You just see somebody and you're just like, you just assumed I'm ISIS? I'm from Brooklyn.
You remember that girl who like went to join ISIS and then she was there and she's like, "Oh, I really regret."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have a good time.
She
to
was
be
like, "Oh,
completely
this
honest.
is really terrible."
I don't remember this at all, but I think
There's
that's...
some like she might have been German. She might have just been from here. One of them. She just like she did not have a good time joining ISIS.
Yeah.
Why she thought she
I
would.
don't know why. What her thought process was.
She's just like, ISIS is the big thing. Maybe I can raise my profile by joining
It's
ISIS.
on her like summer to-do list. Like, join ISIS.
You get at least.
You put that on a resume, right?
Yeah.
You know how many,
ISIS for 4 years.
how many more followers do you think you get if you join ISIS right now? Like a little
Followers.
What do you mean by followers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like any social media. You probably get some. You know?
I don't.
I'm joining ISIS for clout.
maybe, but I think that like plateaus. Like you can the only people who will follow you are people who are pro ISIS, and then
That's
you're
fine
done.
with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Man. Numbers
You're
is
alienating
numbers.
I feel like
everything
you would
else.
lose a lot more numbers than you would gain.
Oh, you think people unfollow me because I'm part of ISIS?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that is exactly what
I
is
know I
happening.
would.
Would you block me though? Or would you just
Yes.
unfollow me?
I would
I don't think
block
you'd
you.
block me.
Oh, I'd
I
block
think you'd want to see my
Okay,
tweets.
well maybe you're right. I think that I would soft block you, like I'd make you unfollow me, but I would still DM you stupid tweets all the time.
I'm just gonna tweet normally too. I'm like, hey guys, just got to Syria. How's it going?
You'd still just tweet like Eric Andre videos. Okay, well I don't know that we have any topics left, do we?
Are we really done? Interesting.
Do we just start yelling SWEN?
I mean, I think we want to do a bit. Oh no, sorry, we do have one more. Talk about Lion King actually. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
that
why I
was
brought
it.
up Eric
That
Andre,
was
and I
it.
just couldn't remember after I did it.
Oh, you're almost really good at transitions.
I know. I just can't remember who the cast is. I just wrote it down. I said Lion King cast is cool. Oh Jesus. So yeah, the Lion King cast is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. The audience is appealing to everybody. They did a good job. They're fucking marketing. It's
Yeah.
great. It's a great idea.
I have it, so I'm gonna read them off. Donald Glover is Simba. Beyonce is Nala. James Earl Jones is back as Mufasa. Chiwetel Ejiofor is Scar. I think I pronounced his name wrong.
It's okay. You were
Alfred
close.
Woodard is Sarabi. John Oliver is Zazu. John Connie is Rafiki. Seth Rogen is Pumbaa. Billy Eichner is Timon. Eric Andre is Azizi. Florence Kasumba is Shenzi. Keegan Michael Key is Kamari. And then J.D. McCrary is young Simba. And Shahadi Wright Joseph is young Nala.
It's a solid cast.
Yeah.
It's a really
That's
star-studded.
the best cast.
I'm telling
I've
you, they
ever
got
seen.
somebody who
crazy.
appeals to everyone. It's wild.
Yeah.
Also, is it just the same movie?
I have no idea.
I'd imagine.
It's a it's live action version.
I am-
It's a live action version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
not
have you
like
seen
live-
Jungle Book?
Yeah.
The new
Yeah.
Jungle Book reboot?
Have
There's no people in it.
There's
but
no
it's like,
people.
it's like very realistic CG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very strange.
They do a good job at it.
I'm sure. Fuck them. Fuck them knowing they can remake the same movie and I'm gonna
It's
go
Jon
watch
Favreau.
it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go watch
Have
it.
you seen Chef?
No.
Like actually, okay, it's really good.
It's supposed to be a really good movie. Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
You know the security guard from Iron Man?
No.
Happy Hogan.
That's what's his name.
That's Jon Favreau.
That's-
He also directed
yeah.
Iron Man, but
He did? I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's cool.
he directed Iron Man
He was just a security
and
guard.
I just thought he was just in it.
and I think Iron Man 2 as well. But no, he's also in it. And
It's
then
like
he,
when
also,
I know he was a director.
he directed Swingers. He directed Jungle Book CG1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about this movie. I don't care at all about Jungle Book CG or about the rest of this stupid stuff, all the Disney remakes, but I'm really excited about this.
I think Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner as Timon and Pumbaa is a really good choice.
I don't know who Billy Eichner is.
I don't know.
Billy on the Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
And if you've
He was in
seen
Parks and Rec
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a little while too. Yeah.
Okay.
the last couple seasons of Parks and Rec.
Who do you think, if you could pull out and replace one person with somebody else, who would you pull out and replace?
What's some controversial I can say?
I don't know.
Beyonce for Still Alive Hitler. There we go.
Yeah,
Dang.
there you go.
That's a
Wow.
good
That
replace.
works.
I would actually
Great.
do.
So we're cutting that out.
I would cut Beyonce, and then put Lupita Nyong'o in there.
Ooh.
Okay.
People aren't gonna like you.
When you
Kanye.
start-
I don't care.
I know,
I
I
don't
just
like
did that.
Beyonce.
I know,
I'll
I
be
just
the
did.
Well,
first
see,
one to
here's the
say it.
deal. I think Beyonce's a really good performer, but I have seen her act. I don't think she's a great actress.
I
I
think
mean,
she
the thing
can
is,
do
Lemonade
it.
was good, actually. She was good.
She's-
in Lemonade.
she's just
That was
been
like a really long.
Yeah.
She's been doing voice acting.
Yeah, I
so
think
it's gonna be different.
voiceover she could
That's
figure
I think
it
that
out.
yeah, I think that's a whole nother level.
Exactly.
And yeah, I don't think I don't think that it's gonna have like too much of. I have not seen her act, so disclaimer. But I don't think voice acting is gonna be like really like a huge issue. Like, oh no, that's Beyonce. Ooh, she's doing a bad job. I just can't see it really being like, oh, this sucks.
You ain't seen the
Right.
Pink Panther.
I have not seen the Pink Panther 2 or
my
whatever.
God.
I don't know.
It's so bad.
I don't know why you have though.
I like it.
Do you want to know the real story? When I was in 4th grade, I got very, very sick for about a week. And so I just watched a bunch of things that were on demand on my cable.
Okay.
And
I understand.
both of the Pink Panther movies were on there. And so I watched
Gotcha.
them
What cable service?
both. Mediacom. Would have been Mediacom at the time.
No, not Cox.
No, not Cox. My area doesn't have Cox. The only cable we have is Mediacom.
We have Sudden Link, right, William?
Yeah, I
It
got
was
something.
Cox, but now it's Sudden Link.
So do you think they're going to replace the music, or do you think they're going to keep the music they had?
I don't know.
I don't know what they do with the Jungle Book.
They have two singers. Like
the Jungle Book, it was they kept it, but of course, it was like a remastered type deal. So I think they're probably just going to do the same with this.
Because
They're
I
probably
actually
gonna
think
cut some of the songs. Only do like
Probably.
the songs that are like the
that
the
are
good ones.
That's
like
what they
the-
did with Jungle Book, yeah.
yeah.
because actually is like the one thing where I'm like, oh, okay, I can see Beyonce. Because it's like if they're gonna do duets and stuff like Donald Glover and Beyonce, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm down for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out James Earl Jones.
I'm glad.
Still being alive.
I'm
I would replace Florence Kasumba with Hannibal Buress,
That's fine.
Dang.
so he can be the third.
Now, but what's it called? That hyena has to be a girl.
My statement stands.
Who is it? It was Whoopi Goldberg, I think, the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah. But also because like in hyenas, like females have like a higher hierarchy.
Do they really?
Yes. That's the reason why Whoopi Goldberg is
Learn
the
something new.
is the head
every day.
hyena.
Are you a fucking hyena?
I don't know.
That makes.
I can't
more
confirm
sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Neither can the audience.
Everything
Exactly.
just makes a lot more sense.
We're just hosted by hyenas. You guys excited? You gonna see it?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
What is it? 2019.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a while.
Yeah, I got.
But I mean,
time.
I'm
gonna be
definitely
gone.
going to see it.
If
yeah.
I still have like money by then.
I'm really interested in seeing who Keegan Michael Key is gonna play.
He's a hyena.
He's a hyena. All right, because I looked up the name, but it didn't say what he
Well,
was.
because the names Azizi, Shenzi, and Kamari, pretty sure they're the 3 hyenas,
Okay.
but they are not the same names that they had before.
Okay.
Like the names they had before were very cartoonish names. Like one of them was named Ed, I think, and like Bozo or something.
But I think
So
that's
they're just
Ed and Bozo.
Ed and Bozo.
Eric Andre and then Keegan Michael Key are 2 good picks for hyenas.
Yes, fact.
They're probably having the worst time in the booth with Eric Andre. He's probably fucking around so bad.
I really hope he makes into a bit on the show.
He probably
He
will.
like shows up with a camera crew. He's like, "We're gonna do a show right here, right now," and then he breaks the sound booths.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, I think we're done. Unless you guys have something else to say. Closing remarks. Anybody?
Good episode, boys.
That's a good episode.
William is in fact a hyena.
Swen.
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 Wait, we actually have to talk about. Not yet. We gotta
Wait.
talk about where you can find us on the
Oh
internet.
yeah. Hold it. Hold your
We
horses.
were done. You thought we were finished. Okay, so we did set up stuff for the show. So, Ask Swen Podcast, AskSwenPodcast @gmail.com is our email. You can find us. Thank you for doing that. Swen on YouTube, SWEN, and on Twitter @Swen Podcast. If you want to find us.
Shit, we got a Twitter, motherfucker.
Yeah, we got Twitter now. They refuse to.
We're viral.
They refuse to accept that they're like send me confirmation emails, and I've been like, okay, I confirm it like 5 times, and they're just like, we didn't get it. Confirm again?
Do we have a Friendster or LinkedIn yet?
No.
Not yet.
What the fuck?
If we get interns, we'll get on LinkedIn, and we'll. If you want to send it, if you want to be our intern, Email us at SWEN. Ask SWEN podcast at gmail.com. You can be our intern. We'll just,
We'll just hang out.
We'll throw things at you, maybe.
You'll just be our friend.
William will eat you.
RedTube/SWEN.
No, that's not a thing.
We can make it a thing.
That will not be a thing.
RED.
No.
Tube.
All right. Anything else you guys got? Anything else to say? Personal stuff? No?
No.
How's it going?
No.
All right. SWEN.
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 SWEN.